What is up, everybody? So today I am really excited to bring you an extra special Phoenix Customs review covering all 4 of my Tom Holland Spider-Man minifigures from him, and these are all pad printed exactly like official LEGO quality. And to those of you who followed the channel for a long period of time, I'm sure you would have caught a few of my Phoenix Custom Bricks reviews by now, as these are, to me, I think, the best printed LEGO minifigures on the market. And after getting the new Stark Tech suit and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man minifigure as well, I realized that I actually never reviewed the upgraded suit, the Iron Spider suit, or the homemade costume. So I decided to take the newly acquired Stark Tech suit and review all 4 of them as a fun collection review. So I'm really excited for this one. I hope you enjoy taking a look at these minifigures. A link to Adam's store will be down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get started. All right, everybody, here we go with what I consider to be the definitive pad-printed LEGO Tom Holland Spider-Man minifigure. This is just excellent, and I'm sure if you've seen previous Phoenix Customs reviews from me, you've heard me say similar things, and it's because these figures just always deliver. And yes, these are collector's items. Yes, they are not cheap, and you do wait quite a while, but it is always worth it because these minifigures always wind up being the best the market has ever seen. I cannot think of a better Tom Holland Spider-Man minifigure that I've seen in this community. It is fully pad printed, it is completely accurate, and the designs are printed pretty much as good as you can get them with pad printing wrapping around the minifigure's legs. The designs are much more detailed this time around compared to the original Tom Holland Spider-Man minifigure that Phoenix released several years back. The red is much more vibrant on the front of the torso because he printed onto the standard light blue color this time, which just generally makes the minifigure that much more vibrant. It's just all around, man, this is just the best Tom Holland Spider-Man minifigure I have ever seen. I mean, I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not just tossing that around. This is just really, really good. I wish Legos was on this level. This is just, man, I don't know what else to say. The arm printing continuing to just be excellent, and I am just so happy to finally have this minifigure in my collection, and it just looks so great next to the other Spidey suits that you're going to see in a minute. I don't know what else to say about this one, and I just cannot commend Adam enough for making really, again, the ultimate Tom Holland Spider-Man minifigure. And if we go ahead and remove the head now, though, this might be the first time I actually criticize anything on Phoenix Customs minifigures, as I really appreciate the attempt to capture Tom Holland's likeness here. And whereas usually I think he completely nails it, he was the first to nail Chris Evans' likeness and just did such a great job on so many other minifigures, I don't think this one quite captures Tom Holland. It kind of makes him look a little bit old, and the eyebrows and the mouth are a little strange, and the markings next to the mouth don't really do it for me. I generally prefer the Marty McFly head for Tom Holland Spidey, but it's totally a preference thing. I still think this is really cool, and if we go ahead and take the hairpiece off and flip it around, I do think that this side definitely gets a little bit closer, but yeah, I don't necessarily think this head is for me, but it is very cool. I almost think you get a little bit closer to Tobey Maguire with this one. While I absolutely love the standard Stark Tech suit, and it's probably my favorite of the video, the upgraded suit here from Spider-Man Far From Home, the black suit, is just absolutely amazing, and I'll be honest, it's definitely a contributing factor as to why I haven't made my own yet. This minifigure is just so phenomenal. Again, of course, like all 4 of the minifigures in this video, completely pad printed with the best and most accurate designs wrapping around the legs, fully printed over the majority of the arms, and extending down onto the hands this time with specially printed finger-tipped hands from Victor over at Eclipse Graphics. And these are just definitely, I think, the cherry on top for the upgraded suit from Far From Home. I absolutely love how this one turned out. Do these minifigures look kind of strange from the back with the red being totally exposed? I mean, sure, but that's honestly okay. I think it looks amazing overall, and I love the line work, especially on the torso and the arms for this one. It's just so consistently great, and I think that this is just way, 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 way better than what LEGO put out, which was obviously just a rehash of the Civil War suit. But man, having this minifigure, it's such a relief considering how LEGO just so completely skipped out last year. Just absolutely no complaints here. I think this one is excellent. Going back to Spider-Man Homecoming with the homemade costume, this one's actually still available on Phoenix's site, and for obvious reasons is a little bit more simple than the others, but just as vibrant and just as amazing, still managing to achieve a really good level of detail with the torso design here, and also within the lenses on the eyes. Absolutely love that, and how the little rivet, the little sewing line is right there running down the middle, and the leg printing is also really good, wrapping around the sides of the minifigure's legs as well. I love the wrinkles incorporated in there, and you have the detail around the tops of his boots, all really, really good looking, and you do have the web shooters printed onto the arms as well, which also look really, really good, and surprisingly pretty reasonably detailed. And then if we go ahead and tilt him back around here, you can see again you have the red exposed on the backs of the legs, which is okay, and I think something that I'm personally have always been able to get past because of how great these minifigures, these Spider-Man minifigures from Phoenix, always look from the front. But I still love the hoodie design and how it continues on the back of the torso there. So that's really it for the homemade costume. Actually, I bet this one looks really good with a painted LEGO red hoodie piece. And another thing too, I made this minifigure myself back in 2017, and I'm still proud of that figure. It's just, I wish I went with this color scheme now. That was the first thing I thought of when I got this minifigure in the mail some time ago. This just pops so much more. And finally, we're already here with the Iron Spider suit from Avengers Infinity War. This looks like a mini Hot Toys figure. I mean, believe me, I have the Hot Toys figure, and this is just wild. I cannot get over how each of these 4 minifigures in this video are just so definitively the perfect versions of these Spidey suits in LEGO. Again, for the 4th time, fully pad printed, designs wrapping around the legs. And another thing too that I think Adam does really well is kind of something similar to what I do with my own customs in maintaining the LEGO aesthetic where necessary, while still adding more detail to make the minifigures that much better, and to maintain accuracy and consistency to the designs of the characters in the films. And this is just really great looking. I will never forget how difficult it was to paint this spider design by hand, so seeing it cleanly pad printed on the front and back of this torso is really refreshing, and it's just obviously so crisp, and I love the blue tints within the lenses on this one. I mean, this, again, the definitive LEGO Iron Spider minifigure. I'm just so glad I was able to get all 4 of these and pretty much assemble the ultimate LEGO Tom Holland Spidey collection. I cannot wait to review future Spidey suits. One in particular I'm excited for that I'll be doing very soon after this. Alright everybody, there you go. Thanks so much for sticking around for the whole review. I really appreciate it. This was really fun for me to do, and of course these minifigures, as I mentioned, are definitely collector's items and are really only available if you catch them when they go up for pre-order. While you can still get the homemade costume on Phoenix's site, the rest are unavailable, and as I mentioned at the start of the video, even I had to go into the Instagram aftermarket and find sellers on there who still had the upgraded suit and the Iron Spider suit. However, you might have noticed there was no skit right there either, and that's because I'm going to have a pretty fun one coming up on Sunday featuring the upgraded suit from Far From Home, which I think you guys are really going to enjoy. It's just going to take a little bit of time for me to make. However, if you guys want to keep up with me, you can always catch me over on Patreon if you want to consider supporting the channel that way. I've got all kinds of really fun behind the scenes content going up over there, including progress as always for all my custom minifigures as I make it toward future showcases, and new long form content of me painting going even more in depth than my recently posted tutorial series that I just got started here on YouTube. So that is always there if you want to hop on over. Otherwise, of course, you can always find me over on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, posting all of my edits and previews for upcoming minifigures as well. All of that happening long before any of it reaches the channel here. And I even did start up a TikTok page where I've been posting some videos over there as I've been making them, and it's been pretty fun. I don't know how long TikTok is going to be around, but you can definitely check that out, as well as it's definitely kind of a fun platform, obviously, so hopefully it will stick around. However, thank you for sticking around, and yeah, check out Phoenix Custom Store, linked down in the description below. And all right, take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Oh, we just bumped the camera. Going back to Spider-Man Far From... Nope, wrong movie. Just a top quality minifigure as the shot goes out of focus. Okay. Forgot to switch on manual. Here you go. Thanks for so... Absolutely no complaints with this one. Okay, Siri. Just absolutely times before regarding his what is that even? Eyes there, you know, the custom, what are they called again? I forgot. Equally as fantastic, spectacular, amazing. I don't know what I was going to say there.